Hi, my name is Sara Nicholson. I am the founder of Derby, and I've been playing disc golf since 2005.
6 years?
Playing for 9 years.
For about a year and a half.
However long I've known my husband.
This is clearly a profession. Yeah, let's go 15 years.
For 6 to 9 months now.
Just about 3 years now.
Almost 4 years now.
Since 2011.
25 years.
Since 1986.
2 years.
We have been around, we started in 2013. Actually, the Magnolia Open was the first women's only event that I ran in 2011, so I modeled Throw Pink after the Magnolia Open because we just brought a bunch of women together. It was a ton of fun. We raised money for charity, and I thought we could do more than just one weekend a year.
Initially, it was a friend who knew I played ultimate frisbee, so invited me to come disc, and my first experience was a mess, but it was still addicting. Like, I got to figure this sport out now. About a year in, I got a new driver, a DX Beast, and I threw it, and it just did this awesome S-turn and faded back, and that feeling was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this again.
We have 120 women, 30 teams at the event this year. We have women ranging in ages from 11 to 65 plus, coming from 11 different states. We have United States champions, amateur world champions, junior, masters, and FPO world champions. We have movers and shakers, league directors, women's business owners. We're really making history here, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
See this one here, this one's the tight shot.
Is that her best shot?
Is that one on the? Is that on the crotch area? Is that?
Get them up.
Okay, sorry. My name is Sarah Cunningham, and I've been playing since 2007. So that's about 15 years. Yeah, let's go 15 years. Oh man, okay. I first got into the sport when I first started teaching down in Charleston, South Carolina, and I played some ball golf with my roommate, and that is really expensive for a first-year teacher in Charleston, South Carolina. And her brother had learned about disc golf in Chicago and brought it to us, and we just started playing all the time because it was free. And that was what hooked us on disc golf, and then all the wonderful women that I've met in this sport is what has kept me in disc golf. Except for that one.
We can do better.
We can do better.
Here we go.
This is clearly a profession. Get that out of here.
Lisa Warner, and I've been playing since 1986.
What?
What year were you born?
I was born in 82.
Yeah. Oh, so you were alive.
Can you remember what or who first got you into the sport?
My ex-husband.
It happens.
Okay, so I totally had to bite down and not say his name. Uncle. There it is. Okay, so I didn't clamp it down. It's hard.
Can you remember the memory or that moment that first kind of clicked for you when you were first starting out?
I do. Like that time that I threw it and it actually flew and went further than 20 feet. And I was like, oh my God, that's what it feels like. Yes. Because all my, all the guys I was playing with throw it great and make it stand up and, kind of do an S. And that my first S, I was hooked.
Hello, I am Valerie Williams and I've been playing for 9 years. Every time that I went out and did anything with disc golf, I always wanted to do more. I wanted to see everybody's faces whenever they got a good experience, anything disc golf related. So whether that be running tournaments, running leagues, trying to build courses, which has been kind of like a passion of mine in Savannah. It just ignites a passion in me, and that's what I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. And it's been a really fun and cool ride, and it's not over, it's just beginning.
My name's Haley Patterson, formerly Haley Chambers, and I've been playing disc golf for however long I've known my husband, because he introduced me to disc golf, and the way he introduced me to disc golf is he said, hey, you want to go try to play with me and my friend? Oh, by the way, we're going to go play Winthrop Gold. And so when's that, 2013? Since 2013, which means that is 9 beautiful years of disc golf. I've never done a team challenge like this for throping, and I think it's going to be so much fun to see all the ladies working together at the common goal of trying to get to the basket, and we're going to be cheering each other on and just coming together and building that stronger community, because we know there hasn't been that many women in disc golf for many of years, and this is going to grow the sport even more because there's going to be people that are really good and people that just started out. So it's going to be a broad variety of disc golf.
Hi. I play with my friends a lot. I feel like it's more fun to play with your friends. If you throw a bad shot, all you gotta do is you gotta tell yourself, it's okay, just pick it up the next round, and then just forget about it for the rest of the round and have fun.
So, your dad was telling me that there is a distance record that you hold?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us more about that?
It was right on my birthday, so it was the end of the line, and there was so much pressure going into that because all my friends were standing around watching, and I threw it, and my dad started yelling, oh my gosh, that's it. And then we measured it, and I was so happy because it was just so close, and if I didn't get it, then I wouldn't hold it, so.
Is Kona one of your favorite players?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to Kona? Because we keep in contact with her, so we can send her a video.
Hi Kona, thank you so much for giving me all your jerseys. It's really cool. Yeah.
To encourage more growth on the women's side.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's simple. I think it's just, attention to detail and the small things. I mean, it's about making women feel welcome. And when they show up to a tournament and there's no bathrooms, they don't feel welcome. So you get the bathrooms out there. Porta potties are not that expensive.
My number one answer is always bathrooms. And I know that sounds funny to people, but it's very realistic. It is not expensive or hard to get porta potties on the course. It's just not.
Whether they have bathrooms, and how many other women are signed up. So if it's not, 5 or more and it's far away, it's really not worth it to go.
Make room for us. I feel like the guys have had all the room, and they want all the room, and they're not giving us any space. So we need, if we could fill 100 spots, there should be 100 spots. They're not giving us enough space.
As a Masters player now, as an older woman, looking at the spots that are allotted for, these big events, it seems like it's just the younger ladies, the FPO, and the young kids that we're catering to. And we're not showing the respect that some of these older women who have been here forever, that are running these ladies leagues, that have built this sport and brought these women in, deserve. They deserve more spots allotted to fill those tournaments. It's hard to get women to come to a world's event, national event, when there's only 4 women in their division. The older women deserve the respect that they should have for helping grow this sport all along.
I think even just when I go to search tournament coverage, the guys' tournaments are just right in your face, and the women's coverage has gotten a lot better, but getting that kind of stuff out there more, I think, is going to just pique interest. Now in the age of social media, I think that can definitely be used to just improve awareness all around.
I think for the women's side of things, being able to get more media coverage when it comes to it. I know there's the Disc Golf Network. I just signed up for that recently, and so I know that there's coverage there, but getting the coverage more and being able to even locally, getting other women to come out, because I know it started out small in my area, but it's even grown since then. It's not as big as the PGA, right? You don't have Masters jackets and things like that, but getting into more of those things, with the scholarships and the other things like that people can, even for the juniors, and then for them coming up and being able to go and pursue their own career. So.
Team? That's awesome.
So Pam and Sandy called me and they said, we're not playing without you, and we really want to play this event. And they're my besties, so of course I'm going to say yes to them. Plus Sara Nicholson's running it, and she runs the best events. So you kind of follow her lead because she's such a mover and a shaker in the women's community.
I met Sara at the Collegiate National Champions, and she said there was teams that were still looking for a 4th, so I joined a group on Facebook and got with the team, so I'm excited to see how it all goes.
I love Sara, and Sara always runs great events, and she's the one that ran Magnolia Open back when I played, so that definitely brought me here.
Sarah. It would help if they stopped interrupting. No, for me, it's been the all ladies tournaments kind of pull me in. I just like the vibe a little bit. Not that I don't like playing with guys, it's just different. I think there's people in my kind of immediate group that are always talking about it, promoting it, trying to get people excited, so that helps me.
Throw Pink is an organization really that women can turn to, whether they're interested in hosting an event or just participating. Sarah's made it very welcoming and opening for women to just be involved, whether it's playing or not. And I think that's very important, and it keeps women involved.
What draws me to a female-only event is, of course, the females. We've got Beth and Tab and Lisa. Especially Lisa draws me to these events. Did you know that she made a 7-hour drive take 8 hours just to get here to play with these women? I mean, you got to show up for things like that. It's obviously a social game for me. If I didn't have these friends to play with, I almost never play around by myself. Maybe I should practice. That would probably make me a better person. But there is no enjoyment for me in going out and playing a solo round. I want to play with my buddies back home or my women from afar that I get to see just a couple times a year, and that's what makes it so special.
Well, definitely Sara Nicholson. I've been working with her for a very long time, pretty much since I started. And anything that she does, I'm going to support. But having this many women in one area, what I know in those pockets of smaller areas, it's hard to even fill a women's tournament. To have 120 women travel from all over just to be here, it's a very big thing.
For me, it's just all about fun and all about being out there on the course and just playing, trying new things. And so I don't know anybody on my team. So I just kind of picked on the website and I was like, hey, I'm looking for a team to join and sign up with. And so a group of us got together, and we don't know each other and we never played together, but I'm stoked and looking forward to it.
I mean, it was definitely a passion project, but I also saw a need, for more women to be in the sport. My mother was always passionate about women's sports, and I grew up around that, and then I, just wanted more women, more opportunities for women. And when I was playing as an AM, there was only like maybe 1 or 2 other women at the tournament I was playing at. We always got like large t-shirts, one size fits all, and it was just kind of like, felt like we were an afterthought for years. So these women-only events have brought more women into the sport. So it's definitely passion, because you don't work this hard if you don't care about it. Since Throw Pink is about breast cancer, a lot of people think that I started because my mom, but we actually lost my mother to pulmonary disease. It was my grandmother that had breast cancer. But at the time, I was her full-time caregiver, and they put a disc golf course in my town. My brother found out about it, went and bought us some discs, and disc golf was just a really great mental release going through all of that. So we got to thank my brother and for the Parks and Recs department for putting that course in.
Yeah, so I think especially for juniors, junior parents, I would say find a women's league or find a Throw Pink event near you, because both of those are very welcoming and they're women only. And something that really pushed me into the game and has kept me is the women.
Get out and have fun with your friends and play, and watch other players.
It's a sport, so learn it. And if you got it, go for it, because you never know where disc golf could lead you. It's such a young sport that it could go so far for a young individual right now.
I think that this is the first of many tournaments that I will probably play.
Don't do like I did. Don't go big or go home. No, start out small and just go out there and enjoy. Like, go out there and just pick it up and keep having fun. So when you're having fun, that's what keeps you coming back.
You can do whatever you want to do in this sport, and I think that there's so many encouraging people in our community. So just have fun with it and keep going. Events like these will show the PDGA that we're out here, and I think that with that there'll be like a bigger movement in the next few years. I'm thinking in the next 5 years, I won't say it's like a takeover, but there's definitely more of us stepping up and being out there, and you're gonna see us. Big events are coming, I do know that.
I think if we stay the course that we're staying, it's just going to continue to grow. And I think what is working really well for women's disc golf and women's sports in general is it's growing everywhere in society. More people are getting behind it. There's more coverage. And I think that it's like if you talk to people in the WNBA, once they started the WNBA and started putting it on TV, more girls started playing basketball. So I think the media coverage of the women is a huge catalyst, and having that coverage and having it separate and have it be important is going to, more women, if you can see it, you can be it. Well, I know Throw Pink's role in all of that is our focus is on getting new people into the game and excited about disc golf in a fun way. It's fellowship, fun, camaraderie, it's fun with a purpose is what I like to call it. And it's just fun. I mean, gosh, how fun is it when you like throw it in from like 200 feet? My hope is that Throw Pink can just get thousands and thousands of women playing, and then they can get more women playing.